It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
New York.
To throw is Rodgers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Gordon on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll give it to Gordon out the shotgun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Third down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Aldrich Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Quick throw caught by Cup out wide. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man, Ferdinand Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Loss on the play. It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up near the 29. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this one to come complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. They'll find Cooper. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Leonard Floyd able to get him for a loss of about 3.
3rd and 13.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams nothing.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
43-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a run with Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They'll look to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man is Gordon, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
This is my
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Rams 14, Giants 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in. Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Akers, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your
of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now back to throw. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. In their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for him. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
The 44-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Aldrich Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brings up
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll try and throw for it here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
1st down and goal to go at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably... go and play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A 20-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
No gain.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Calais Campbell on the stop. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Second and 10. A quick pass to Cup. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Akers. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Thomas on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go into this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.